Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Dog Talk Sports. It's your boy, P. Schmitty, in the house tonight. That's right, I'm riding solo tonight. No Zach, no Dan, no Ray. That's all right, though. No days off for me. Had to get a pod in here. We are in full-blown baseball postseason mode. It's October baseball. We got the NFL rolling. We had week 4. We're rolling into week 5. And you know what? Just couldn't miss one episode here because we just had a dramatic wild card start to this MLB postseason. The New York Yankees are advancing to the division series, but boy, was it not easy. I see the meme. It's the take your anti-anxiety Yankees medicine right now. That's me every single game. Game 1, Max Fried looking like the dog that he was in the regular season. 19 wins, leading the major leagues right there. My man going 7 strong, looking like untouchable, just balling out. Pitchers duel, Garrett Crochet from the Boston Red Sox and Aaron Boone gonna Aaron Boone. And man, Zach called it, I called it. Always tries to outclass himself, outmanage himself, and seems to do it every single time. Once that 100 pitch mark comes in, he took Max Fried out, just dealing. Put in old Luke Weaver, struggled down the stretch of the season. Not the same Luke Weaver that we saw in the postseason last year. Gave it up. And then just the airbender. It was just death by 1,000 paper cuts. Boston took game 1. Carlos Rodon towed the wagon in game 2. We grinded it out. It's a 4-3 win. And then last night, there's going to be a made-for-TV movie about this one because no Schlitt, Cam Schlittler, rookie pitcher, went in the house, 8 shutout, 12 strikeouts, just a dog performance, and just put the city on his back, and in a lose, go home, ain't no losing. Just I've never seen a more electric pitching performance by a rookie in my life. It reminded me of callback to when Mark Pryor for the Cubs, he was a rookie, just dealing in the postseason. Schlittler just looks electric. If he could keep that mojo going into this next round against the Blue Jays, I love our chances with Fried, Rodon, and Schlitty. That's a hell of a 3 combo. I just think, man, what if Garrett Cole was in the pinstripes for us? I mean, that rotation, that 4-man rotation, can definitely bang with the Dodgers because I feel like it's the Dodgers world and we are just occupying space right now until we get back to the World Series. And I hope and I pray that it's Dodgers, Yankees, round 2, because hopefully this time around, I think Boone saw it after he lost game 1 against the Sox, that he kind of has to switch up his managing style and kind of go against every gut instinct that he has, really, and just let the players play. Schlitty was a dog. I saw it in game 2. He went out to Rodon, was going to pull him. Rodon must have said, don't do it. Don't do it. Let him go. Rodon settled down, got another inning, a third inning, 2/3 out of him. Schlitty hit the 100 pitch mark, and I was for sure that he wasn't coming out for the 8th. Sent him out, and man, just dogged out. And also, dog shout out Ryan McMahon, defensive substitution, coming in and just going full blown Derek Jeter right into the visitors' dugout, grabbing that ball. Amazing. Just dust yourself off, young buck. Love to see it. Love to see it. Playoff Volpe is a thing. Anthony Volpe kind of disappears during the regular season, makes a lot of stupid errors in the field. But man, batting 300 in the postseason for his career. So gotta love that. Big G, playoff G, starting to wake up. Thought he crushed a monster home run. He admired a little bit too long, and then quickly realized that, oh, I've got to run the second base like I have a refrigerator on my back, and barely made it to second base before the tag. But hey, got it done. Aaron Judge, just I think this is his awakening playoff, kind of circa Alex Rodriguez back in 09. He put the team on his back, and we don't win 09 World Series, that whole playoff run really, without A-Rod stepping up big, known for just collapsing usually in the postseason and choking. Judge is kind of a similar route right now. He's struggled in a lot of postseasons that he's been in. This year, really, he's hitting for average. So I love to see that continue from the regular season. Batting title winner, should be the MVP. We talked about this last week. I know, the dump man, 60 home runs, that's cool. Didn't break the American League leader in home runs for a single season. That is Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge just smashed so many statistical categories. Was number one in the MLB for, I think, averages, slugging, OPS plus. Just a dog amongst puppies. We're headed to Toronto. Toronto game 1 tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Luis Gil is on the bump. I mean, you had all of your aces go for this wild card game. I get it. It was either him or Will Warren. I'd probably take Gil too, because he could be more dominant. I feel like walks a little too many batters for me. So hopefully, if he struggles early, I would just go straight to Will Warren. Kind of bridge that gap to get to the bullpen. But man, once it gets back to Fried, Rodon, and Schlittler, I love our chances. You probably get Fried again if it goes to game 5. There's no talent, but I'm gonna say it like Zach said, the path is there. And by the path is there, I mean we're going to walk the path, and we're going to head to the ALCS. And hopefully it's the Mariners we play, because I would love for the showdown of Judge and Cal Raleigh. It's just the match made season. 2 Warriors battling it out all year, back and forth. Love to see it. But World Series is the goal. We do not sleep. In the city that never sleeps, New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. World Series, chase for 28. I'm here for it. I know the rest of the boys are here for it. But let's go Yankees. That's all I got to say about that. We'll move into week 4. That was the NFL regular season. We broadcasted live Thursday. We had the Thursday night game going. It was Seattle. It was Arizona. And God, just such a couple boring teams, really. Arizona, they lost 23-20. Kyler Murray, just the toddler, we call it. Trey Benson, he got the rock. ran the ball. He wound up getting injured. So now you're going next man up in that Arizona running back rotation. Sam Darnold looking pretty good. New team, but same results. Jackson Smith and Jigba really giving him a safety blanket, and he's utilizing it. We'll see. Next game was we went over to across the pond. We were in the Ireland game with the Minnesota Vikings. They lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and I mean, Aaron Rodgers just found DK Metcalf on a monster shot. DK took it down the field. No one's stopping him once he's in motion. Minnesota, I mean, they're still getting their footing. They don't have their quarterback of their future, who's still out, JJ McCarthy. I mean, you hate to see it. You're going to lose games like that, especially to Mike Tomlin and a veteran Aaron Rodgers, but a close game. What wasn't a close game would go to Houston against the Tennessee Titans, a battle of the 0-3 poo-poos right there. It was CJ Stroud, man. Got to get with the program. In the media saying, oh, man, I'm really not running like I used to. Looking back at tape, I'm just not as explosive. Like, dude, you're 24 years old. What do you mean you don't run like you used to? No excuses. Tennessee, it's a complete disaster. Just they might not win a game. It's going to be a battle. If they're going to win a game this year, they probably are picking first overall once again. Go get another explosive weapon. Go get a wide receiver. Go get a running back. Go get something. Cam Ward is playing with not much. But even he's not looking well. It's just bad all around. Now to a banger of a game. Philadelphia Eagles, Tampa Bay Bucks. Just a knockout, drag out. Tampa Bay throwing Emeka Ibuka. Oof, the real deal. I mean, Mike Evans out for an extended period of time. He's injured. Chris Godwin, he's just coming back. But Baker has found a rhythm with Emeka Ibuka, getting it done. But fly, Eagles, fly. Kind of tried to get the run game going. Didn't go exactly as planned, but Jalen Hurts just getting it done when it matters most. Really just odd the way that they score points. 0 passing yards in the second half. Again, we talk about elite quarterbacks, and Jalen Hurts, by all stretches, when the game matters and it's on the line, he does seem to find a way to win or perform at a top level. Not always is it going to be slinging the ball. So very run conscious and run heavy. But that's what the Eagles are based around. That and the defense. They getting those block field goals, turning touchdowns. That's how they're getting it done, and that's how championship teams get it done. Might not always be pretty, but Baker and the boys had the Eagles number, not this week. On to, let's call it the upset special of the week. The Jackson Dart era in New York has begun, and boy, did it ever, with a dub at home against the Los Angeles Chargers, and this Raiders fan right here loves to see that. Dart, Cam Scattaboo, what a time to be a Giants fan right now. I mean, the first 3 weeks, it's just, oof, Russie is not cooking, but he's cooking kind of, and then you don't win any of those games. Dable looks like he's on the hot seat, pulls the trigger to get Dart in there. Dart creates a spark, run around the field. Probably the biggest takeaway from this game, losing Malik Neighbors for the season, torn ACL. God, Giant Stadium, MetLife Stadium, the turf is undefeated. Went up for a pass, planted his foot, just popped it. Speedy recovery for an elite wide receiver talent. It's going to be real telling to see what Jackson Dart can do without him. I mean, he played, I think that happened in the third quarter. So he's going to have to find a target, maybe Wan'Dale Robinson or Darius Slayton, run heavy with Cam Scattaboo. They say when people get CTE, CTE gets Cam Scattaboo. That's he's a dog, a Neanderthal dog, but love to see it. Zach, with being absent, he had some thoughts about this Giants victory, and I mean, just gonna say, last week before that, sky was falling. Giants weren't looking good. Zach was not happy. Ray was not happy. Zach's tune has changed a little bit, so let me give you a little bit of a prepared statement from him, and I quote: Jackson Dart has completely changed this offense and team. Yes, you could say it. I was right in predicting that again. No applause needed. Were you right? I mean, I don't know, but I'll let you have your moment. He goes on to say, Dable screaming to the fans at the game, "That's our fucking guy," was very telling. What else was telling was Abdul Carter and a few other players posted 1-0 instead of the team being 1-3. And I completely agree. The first 3 games with Russ are a wash as far as Giants fans are concerned. And knocking off the Chargers in your debut is one hell of a way to make your mark. Dart has moxie, and the team chemistry and vibes completely changed. Brian Burns is a front runner for Defensive Player of the Year. Losing Malik Neighbors for a year stings tremendously. We'll see how Dart responds, but we should be looking at 2 wins in a row. So that is a statement from the guy, the host, Zach. He's happy about it. I think all Giants fans should be happy about it. But I would temper my expectations as far as, sure, you bring a rookie quarterback in, they bring the jolt, they bring the fire. That first win, you're just stacking up wins after that. Doesn't always work out that way, not including losing a top 3 wide receiver, Malik Neighbors. But I'm all positivity here. You call me Positive Pete. For all you Giants fans out there, I hope that this is the beginning of an illustrious run. But it's a Giants. It's also Dable. Defense is legit. I think the Giants' success is going to rely around that defense and how well Dart manages. But yeah, you can only say positive things right now. On to the next one. Oh, the blowout of the week. New England Patriots dog walked the Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers are another team that, I mean, the fact that they blew out the Falcons last week or the week previous is just an indictment on the Falcons because there's nothing positive from this Carolina Panthers team. New England seems to Drake May. It's not working with top tier talent at wideout, but he is slinging the ball. He is a true number one quarterback in this league. I think they need to build consistency and find a wide receiver from the man, like a legit number one wide receiver. New England has never been able to figure that out, even under the Belichick era. The best wide receivers they had there was Randy Moss, didn't draft him, obviously, and Julian Edelman. I don't know if they drafted him either, but yeah, it's something that they just find a bunch of Walmart greeters, throw them with stick 'em hand gloves, and they go run around, go try to catch. Yeah, New England just blew them out, but I think that's a win of circumstance. Like that's what you're going to do against a team like the Panthers. Next game, my emotional support team, the Detroit Lions, are all gassed up. Dan Campbell got the boys rolling. They did it in the Motor City, not a doubt. The dog pound had nothing on them. Jahmyr Gibbs is 1-2 running back, top in this league. Amon-Ra St. Brown is also a dog. You can find him anywhere on the field. He's always going to catch it. He's open. I mean, what a 180 from week one. I guess there's always that team that loses that big game week one. Everyone likes to predict their downfall and demise, but then get the gears rolling. Just that was knocking off the dust. I mean, it's hard for me not to say that you're definitely going to see the Detroit Lions in the NFC Championship game. It's going to be them, and is it the Eagles or the Packers that's facing against them? That's how talented this team is. Jared Goff still gets it done. 1-2 combo. Love to see it. Next up, we got the Buffalo Bills. And Josh Allen is just dog. But I think the Bills' success, and especially in this game, with defeating the New Orleans Aints, because they ain't it. James Cook is a legit running back in this league. I just mentioned Jahmyr Gibbs. He's definitely putting his name in that conversation with Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan Robinson, Jonathan Taylor, Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry. James Cook is just an elite weapon for Josh Allen's disposal. Wide receivers might not be it. Keon Coleman, Joshua Palmer, bah. Like there's nobody that consistently is catching the ball. Dalton Kincaid is starting to come on. Supposed to be a guy. This is finally kind of like his breakout year right now. So I'll love to see where that goes with him. But Josh Allen, he is one of one. He's an alien. Just makes the throws, gets it done on the ground. Buffalo's going to be, I mean, I feel like Buffalo is probably, if you had to do a power rankings right now, they're the top dog in the NFL just because how good Josh Allen is. Um, Onto the flip, going Washington Commanders without Jaden Daniels once again. They get Marcus Mariota. This time they're not facing the Raiders, so it's a tougher matchup. And I hate to say that the Falcons were a tougher matchup after getting dog walked by the Panthers the week before. But yeah, Falcons pulled this one out. Bijan Robinson looked good. Penix Jr. finally slinging the ball around. He looked more consistent. I think that team is going to be dictated on how much they can control the ball with Bijan Robinson and hope that Michael Penix Jr. can make the throws when needed. And then go from there. That's where the success is going to lie. Washington, on the other hand, I think they need Jaden Daniels. I know they beat the Raiders, but that's not saying much. Jaden Daniels is the key to that team. We'll see where that goes. Then another upset, Jacksonville Jaguars beating San Francisco 49ers. 49ers just continue to be decimated by injuries. Brock Purdy played, but it's hurt again. Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, we say it week in and week out, fraudulent and not what he should be. I think the fact that he hasn't been able to develop a rapport with Brian Thomas Jr. is just criminal. Sophomore slump for Brian Thomas Jr. based on quarterback play of somebody that's supposedly an elite quarterback, not an elite quarterback in my eyes or many eyes. San Francisco, they can never stay healthy, man. Christian McCaffrey, I think, sucked the life force out of them to stay healthy this year because if it wasn't for him right now, they would be nobodies. Hate to see that for San Francisco. Indianapolis Colts, they went off against the Rams. Danny Dollars, looking like Danny Dimes, kind of rusty like pennies, kind of the comeback down game to earth. Los Angeles Rams, Puka Nacua, Matt Stafford, Kyron Williams. That's another team that needs to be talked about. Elite weapons there. Devontae Adams, I'm going to roll my eyes, but great fitting for him. Rams got it done 27-20. Indianapolis, I think you're going to get some level of fluctuation with Danny Dimes. Indiana Jones, as they are referring to him now. Mixing him with Jonathan Taylor is a great combination, 1-2 piece. Again, you really got to see what Daniel Jones you're going to get on any given Sunday. Michael Pittman, he's making plays out there. Warren, the rookie tight end, he is a great safety relief valve for him. I think Indy's going to stay consistent. I think the Rams are. Two teams to watch going forward. And then we go onward to the Chicago Bears defeating the Las Vegas Raiders 25-24 in a heartbreaker. Good Lord. Finally, the Ashton Genty blow-up game happened, and of course, we spoil it by getting a field goal blocked at the end of the fourth quarter, and we go home losers. Ashton Genty, ripping off runs, had over 130 yards rushing, a rushing touchdown, 2 receiving touchdowns, full-blown dog mode. Geno Smith, god awful. Just threw 3 interceptions on same exact drawn play to the same exact person he threw the previous interception to. What are we doing? What are we doing? Pete Carroll, please move Jackson Powers Johnson back to center. You had him at right guard, and with him actually playing on the offensive line because he's been out a couple weeks, of course we get the blow up Genty game. It's not coincidence. JPJ makes that offensive line better, and he can lead it better from the center position. Award-winning center in college. What are we doing? Geno Smith, I love the idea of trading for you in the offseason, but quickly you are showing that is it preparation? Is it like no consistency? Max Crosby running around wrecking havoc, batting balls, picking balls off. He is that team, the heart and soul of that team. So this is my plea for help anywhere. Yeah, I'm just defeated right now. Should have won that game, gave it away. I mean, I hate to live in a world where Kenny Pickett might be the better option than Geno Smith, but that's the world we live in right now. Aiden O'Connell, please get better. Fractured wrist, get better. Zach had some comments to make about this game. So in Zach's prepared statement, and I quote, Pete Carroll may be a one and done. His coaching decisions with the O-line are dreadful. Amen to that, brother. But there's also no talent there besides JPJ. It's a bottom three O-line for sure. Geno has also turned the ball over way too much, as I pointed out. Bowers is playing hurt. I did not mention that. Yeah, he hasn't been the same since week one. He's got the Terminator leg brace, playing through it, gutting it out, real dog. If the Raiders ride out Geno, go get a real head coach next year and draft 5 straight offensive linemen. That's what Zach would do. I mean, you can't argue with that. Aside from riding out Geno, if he's still playing like dog poo-poo when Aiden O'Connell comes around, dust off number 12 and give me some AOC. I can live with that. And then just ride it out and see where we land, where the dust settles, and then draft an offensive lineman. And then sign a free agent offensive lineman. And then have AI build an offensive lineman. Monster offensive lineman. Like 6'9", 350, just maulers, just bam, batting people away. That's what I want. Build the trenches and then let Genty do his Silver Surfer thing and just thug people when he's throwing shoulders into people. Just Ryan Clark, I think, said that he don't have it. Ryan Clark, I hope you watch this game closely because bro had it and then some. Was electric. That's why he was a top pick at running back for the Raiders, because to say he doesn't have it, you clearly didn't watch him in college. But when you're battling an offensive line that's in your face the entire time, it's hard to make plays. Then go to the Baltimore Ravens against the Kansas City Chiefs. Par Jackson. Sound the alarms. Hamstring injury. No bueno. Because hamstring injury, soft tissue, that's going to linger. And he is the identity of that team. I know they have Derrick Henry, but it's not the same when you don't have a guy that threw 40 touchdowns and 3 interceptions last year. Multiple-time MVP. it's definitely not the same. Kansas City Chiefs, revived. Poof, poof. And all of a sudden, it's Mahomes' world again, and we just live in it. Went from the cellar. Now there's 2-2, tied for first place in the AFC West. I mean, the rich get richer. Xavier Worthy's back for Mahomes. Rashee Rice is only a few more weeks away from getting that suspension lifted. They're starting to get Pacheco rolling. The defense looks pretty decent. They're never out, and I can't stand it. But got to give them their props. They did what they needed to do against a really tough Baltimore team. Baltimore's defense is just sieving points right now. They couldn't stop it if they had the Super Wonder black stickum tape that you put on the leaks that the guy from the infomercial sells. Nothing's fixing it right now. You hate to see that. No Lamar this week. It's going to be tough sledding, dogs. Let's go to the Sunday night game. And what a game it was. My man, what a banger of a matchup. If you had anybody in fantasy going, you were licking your chops. Jordan Love slinging the ball 3 touchdowns. Dallas without CeeDee Lamb. Guess what? They got George Big Dog Pickens. He showed up in a big way, carrying the slack. Gotta love it. The only thing that you don't love about this game is the NFL's overtime rules and the fact that it ended in a tie. God, the worst outcome in sports is a tie. No one's here for it. No one wants that. Like, can we get rid of this? Like, overtime. Get the 10 minutes. If you don't have a defined winner after that, that's touchdown to someone doesn't. Or why don't we do a kickoff and have kickers, because every kicker now can boot almost a 60-yard field goal seemingly at will. Why don't you line up your field goal kickers and kick in increments? It's like a home run derby, like a home run off, except it's a kickoff. Just bam. Here's a 50-yard field goal. Both of you make it. All right, here's a 55, a 60. Keep going. Like, I want to see that. This league has come a long way with kickers, and with a guy like Brandon Aubrey, who can kick a missile from 80 yards seemingly. Give me something, NFL. Ties have to go. No ties in football. That's the big L of the weekend right there, is a tie in football. Cowboys showing life. Packers, again, this is probably a game they should have won. They look strong in the beginning of the season, and now it's a little wishy-washy, but I still think that's a team that can compete. Jordan Love is looking all of elite. And he's doing out missing wide receivers. Christian Watson is around the corner coming back. Jaden Reed, he's going to be back. When that offense is at 100%, it's electric. Right now, they're just rocking what Big Romeo Dobbs' CTE cranium helmet that Jordan Love can see anywhere on the field, and I think that's a cheat code. There's my man right there. He's big helmet right there. Bam, let me hit that. Like, that's like, just look for the helmet, dog. Just look for the helmet. I'm always open. That's awesome. Now to Monday night. Oof. New York Football Jets against Michael Tellup's Miami Dolphins. Michael Tellup in attendance for this game, in attendance to watch the Dolphins win 27-21, and also witness to watch Tyreek Hill just annihilate his leg on a pass out to the sidelines, getting rolled on. Oh, if you haven't seen it, I'm giving you the squeamish sensory warning. You might want to close your eyes or look away or don't look at all because my man's knee, my man's ankle, or two different directions. Ugly, hate to see it. Only one that didn't seem to hate to see it was Tyreek Hill. Boy, I have never seen a happier person after getting their leg snapped in half than ever in my life. My man was just screaming, yeah, yeah, and just big smiles. My man was in the ambulance on the way to the hospital to go get surgery, and people got pictures of him. And you just see this big smile. Like, my man must really not want to play in Miami anymore and couldn't be happier about maybe ending his career. Wild thing to see. Devon Achane is a legit running back. The Jets are abysmal right now. Justin Fields, fun to watch, running around. He broke off like a 60-yard run. Garrett Wilson, he's a dog. The running game didn't really ever get going. Breece Hall, kind of stuck in the mud. Shout out Muddy. Braylon Allen, he tore up his knee. He's probably done for the year. Aaron Glenn, we are 2 weeks removed from the amazing gif of him dancing down the sidelines. Dan, shout out to our Texan, HEB land. I'm still waiting for my video. I definitely need to see you, maybe in a 10-gallon hat, just doing the Aaron Glenn march. Love to see it. We all would love to see it. Please make that happen. Zach also had a prepared statement for the New York Football Jets, and let's start it off with God in heaven. What else can you say? Justin Fields has actually played well, and I don't think he's the problem because he isn't. He goes on to say, Aaron Glenn has been a bust so far, and the defense is an abomination. Sauce is overrated, and the only thing good for the Jets is Garrett Wilson. He's an absolute star, but I just don't know when the pain ends for Jets fans. Absolutely right. Yeah, Sauce Gardner is also fraudulent, got paid big dollars, and now all he does is just drags onto the backs of wide receivers and gets defensive pass interference called on him all the time. Any wide receiver running up against him creates separation immediately, and he can't catch up. I mean, maybe he's thinking about his smoke the blunt sellies that he used to do with Aaron Rodgers. Hate to see it. Yeah, Garrett Wilson, dog. Breece Hall could be a trade candidate. I mean, Jets keep losing games. How many games are they going to win? Breece Hall could be maybe traded to the Cardinals. They need a running back right now. Maybe traded to the Chiefs. That would be a monster pairing. Hate to see it any other way. The Jets are just in rough shape. Aaron Glenn, get it figured out, man. And then to the last game that was on the week 4 schedule, the doubleheader of the Monday night games. And again, NFL, please, one game for Monday night. That's all we can handle. The second one is just too much. Denver Broncos putting a hurt down on the Bengals. I've said it again. Without Burrow, that team's going nowhere. Joe Burrow is the life force of that team. And God, please, Raiders trade for him. Please. Please. Denver Broncos just rolled easy. J.K. Dobbins looks like a stud in Sean Payton's offense. Bo Nix looking good. Jamar Chase is getting frustrated fast, and there's no blaming him whatsoever. Just terrible in Cincinnati, and it's wild. This goes to show Joe Burrow is an MVP because he truly is the most valuable player, because without him, that team, that's another one. Titans and Cincinnati Bengals, it's a race to win one game. First overall pick is going through either Tennessee or Cincinnati. It's just a matter of time. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler. Now we're on to some week 5 predictions. We already had our Thursday night game. Almost ended in a tie, but the Rams last night going for it on 4th down deep into overtime. What do? You're 3 yards away from a first down. And boy, oh boy, you just hand the ball off, and Kyron Williams just gets stomped just smashed into a wall of defensive and offensive linemen. Goes nowhere. 49ers pull out the upset. It's the Mac Jones era right now. Christian McCaffrey putting the game on his back because he is getting it done. Kyron Williams is a monster running back as well. Puka Nacua putting up monster numbers. I think his receptions, he's deep into the 40s right now. The closest is like high 20s. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Puka Nacua is on pace to shatter the single season receiving record. Fun fact, Calvin Johnson had 1,900 yards receiving. Cooper Kupp, 1,900 yards receiving. Puka Nacua is on pace. Who was the quarterback for all 3 of those guys? Matty Ice. Matt Stafford is just doggy dog. He's just a general, old school, tough quarterback. Love to see it. Hall of Famer. He's got a ring. He's put teams on his back. We'll see where this goes. The 49ers can get back Brock Purdy, get healthy. Ricky Pearsall was out. Just a team ravaged by injuries. Yeah, we'll see what happens with these. But with the rest of the Sunday slate, we'll go to predictions. Right now, we got Minnesota going against Cleveland Browns. This is an overseas game, another 9:30 in the morning game. I'm going to go with the Cleveland Browns. That defense is stingy. This is Dylan Gabriel's come-out party. It's his first start ever in his career. Not a lot of tape on him. We'll see what happens. I think they run heavy with Judkins. Zach also has the upset pick of the week. He's going Cleveland Browns. Next game, going to go with the Dallas Cowboys at the 0-4 New York Jets. Hate to see it. Zach and I are both in lockstep going Cowboys. That offense of the Cowboys, they can run it, they can throw it. It's going to be a high-scoring affair, I think, but I think Cowboys, so does Zach. Go with Game 2 of the Jackson Dart era, as the Giants fans out there want to wash away the first 3 games. They're 1-0 going against the New Orleans Aints. This should be a cake matchup for them. Their defense should get it done. Giants should be 2-0. Zach and I both have that. Raiders on the road in Indy. God, stop the bleeding somehow. I'm going Raiders. Zach is going smartly, and he's going with Danny Dollars. He's taking the Colts over the Raiders, but maybe the Raiders could put something together. Next, we got Miami going against the Carolina Panthers. Miami should win this game. There's no excuses. Carolina's up and down. They play in flashes, but I still think that Miami team is more talented than the Panthers. Zach also agrees with me. We'll see what happens there. Eagles at home against the Broncos. Zach and I are in lockstep once again. I think 4-0 turns to 5-0. Eagles are just too talented on offense, on defense. I want to see Jalen Hurts. It's probably going to be another run game because the Denver secondary is so elite. Yeah, I think they scheme up Saquon. We're going to be tush pushing. We're going Eagles. Ravens at home against the Texans. Even without Lamar, the Texans are poo-poo. They're booty. Look for a big Derrick Henry game. This could be, he's used to playing against the Texans. He's from the AFC South. Once upon a time in Tennessee. Look for a 150-yard game from Derrick Henry this week. Next up, we got Cardinals against the poo-poo 0-4 Titans. We're going 0-5, lockstep. Cardinals are just more talented. Tennessee's still figuring it out. I'd love to say that this is the rookie's first win, but I don't agree so. Next one, Seattle at home against Tampa. Battle of the 3-1s. Zach's going Seattle. I disagree. I think Baker dog walks them, gets that offense going. Emeka Ibuka. They're going with Rashad White because their running back is injured. I think Baker puts the team on his back and he gets it done. Next, we got the Detroit Lions against the Cincinnati Bengals. Oh, no. This is both of our blowouts of the week because Dan Campbell's got those boys gassed up. Look for the Laporte man to get on board this week. Jahmyr Gibbs doing Jahmyr Gibbs things. David Montgomery should get back involved. Amon-Ra St. So many weapons. So many weapons. Jameson Williams. Oh, it's until Cincinnati can figure out how to resurrect Joe Burrow. It's big toe. It ain't happening. Sorry, Ray. Moment of silence for the Cincinnati Bengals and Joe Burrow's big toe. Moment has passed. Next game up, we got the Chargers at home against the Commanders. Jaden Daniels is back for this game, but never mind. I'm not saying it. Zach said it. He's going to take the Chargers. I'm going Jaden Daniels on the road. Get your win, boy. Go get your big boy pants on and show Herbert what it is to be a true quarterback. Buffalo Bills, they're at home against New England Patriots, division game, but it's Buffalo's world. Circle the wagons. James Cook, Josh Allen, look for them for tutties from each of them. Next one, you got Chiefs, Jacksonville. Shouldn't be a contest. I don't know how Jacksonville's 3-1. They're going to be 3-2. Patty Mahomes' world. We're just living in it. And that's your Monday night game. So I think Zach's game of the week was Washington versus Los Angeles. I would have to disagree with that. I think the matchup of the week is probably going to be Denver and Philadelphia. That's going to be a banger. I'm interested to see Dallas and New York because I love Justin Fields running around. I love Dak slinging the ball. Detroit Rock City, my emotional support team. Zach's player of the week, fantasy. He's going Jahmyr Gibbs. Can't really hate on that. My fantasy player of the week, I mentioned him before, Derrick Henry. Look for him multiple tuds. They're going to run the offense through him with Lamar out. Sleeper fantasy pick of the week for Zach. Homer pick. He's going with the Dart man, Jackson Dart. I mean, can't hate it. Created the spark. My fantasy sleeper pick. I'm gonna go big 87 here. Big Sam Laporta. That entire Lions offense gets in the mix, but I think Laporta is very crucial to that, and he hasn't been utilized much. I think he gets it done with that. I mean, other than that, that's all I got for this week. It's been myself solo running. Want to thank everybody for listening. Working on some fun stuff. We just got a new logo thanks to some artificial intelligence. We got the dogs, the four of us. That's a pretty cool logo. Also working on something. Shout out to Las Vegas Golden Knights host in the arena and WWE SmackDown ring announcer Mark Chinook hooking us up with an intro that hopefully we'll get in on our introduction. I'll post it to our socials. That should be coming out soon. Can't wait next week. We'll definitely get the boys back. Yankees playoff baseball division series will be in full swing. We'll have that. We'll have week 5 reactions, week 6 predictions, all of that. Stay tuned. Please. We are now YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Like, subscribe, comment, hit us up on the Instagram at dogtalksports.com. Hit us up, get in the mentions, DM us, whatever. You know what? Let's get our subscribers up on YouTube. I'm looking for 100 subscribers right now. I think we're in the 20s. Let's build this thing from the floor up. 100 subscribers. We hit 100 subscribers there. And let's get 100 followers on the Instagram. We'll do a dog talk giveaway. We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll give away a jersey, something. Hopefully working on some dog talk merch. We're growing it. We need your help, your love and support. We love it. Zach's in it. Dan's in it. Ray's in it. You got yourself, myself, P. Schmitty in the house. Again, another episode of Dog Talk Sports.